about the fear of having your platform taken down. And I love Anchor specifically because it is a platform that's allowing me to show who I truly am and an opportunity to get things that I want to say out to the public without risk of backlash and getting my hands slapped with probation and things of that nature. So if you want to give Anchor a try, this is the time. You can soar with your stories and your podcast. Let's go. Like, go ahead and hit that like button. Follow, subscribe. Go ahead and share this valuable information we're bringing to you today. You can leave a comment below. If you want to call in the show or call in for additional sponsorship or to get any questions about publishing assistance, give us a call at 972-914-1194. We'll be happy to be of service. I'm your host, Keshana Wesley. Thank you for tuning in to the Battles Within Life podcast. Whatever you're going through, you can get through it. Hang in there. We're going to get through it together. Let's go. Hey, the battles in life. Let's follow. Hey. And tell me what you want me to know. Thank you for tuning in today to the Battles of Life podcast. I'm your host, Keshana Wesley. I want to first say that I'm so happy to be back with you guys, bringing you this commentary today. It's been a long 2 weeks, but it was a vacation overdue and duly needed because we did need to regroup, get some rest so we can continue to bring you this valuable content. Now, today we're going to be talking about ketogenics and the keto diet. I just wanted to kind of go over this because I recently started to investigate it and try to go through a 21-day ketogenic transformation to see how it would actually change my physique and the lifestyle, how it would affect my health overall. I'm going to go over some things they're saying about this keto diet that are awesome. And some people have compared it to another diet, but it's quite different because this other diet didn't have any vegetables, but this one does. And myself, I'm trying to cut out meat altogether. I just haven't gotten there yet. But this ketogenic diet, it does provide you with proteins and everything that you need to sustain your health. And I want to just go over some things about this diet that could be helpful to some of you all. And also, I'm going to leave a link below. So if you want to get onto this 21-day challenge with me, there's going to be information there. You'll also get 2 free books if you join the challenge. And I think it's well worth it if you can have these great effects over your health and your life. And it's just awesome. So far, I have had positive effects from doing the keto diet itself. My problem is I love bread a lot. So I fell off and ate some bread. But I'm trying to get back on track. So y'all send me some positive energy on that, because bread, I'm talking about any type of bread, chips, tortillas, biscuits, cupcakes, cornbread is my weakness. Croissants, I could go on and on, cheesecake, bakery, birthday cake. I mean, I could just go on and on. You gotta know pastries are my weakness. I could be mad at you, and if you bring my favorite cake, all is forgiven. I'm just gonna let you know that ahead of time. I want to thank you all for tuning in to the Balance Within Life podcast. I'm your host, Keshana Wesley. Today we're talking about the keto and the ketogenic diet and 10 benefits of the keto diet. We're just going to go over these benefits. And let's see what I have here. The first one would be weight loss. Now, one of the reasons people adopt the keto diet is due to weight loss. Initially, the weight loss comes from loss of water. Wow. This is because when you cut down on carbs in your diet, your body uses up the carbohydrates stored in the liver, which hold on to water. The diet results in further weight loss because it encourages you to load up on whole foods and satisfying healthy fats. By cutting carbs, you will also cut sugar, which means a steadier supply of energy. No more sugar highs and crashes. In studies comparing low carb and low fat diets, people restricting their carbs sometimes lose 2 to 3 times as much weight without being hungry. That's interesting. Now, the next benefit is going to be reduces appetite. Now, one of the things many people report when they adopt the keto diet is the increase in energy they have and the decreased desire to snack all the time. Data suggests that keto diet leads to fewer hunger pangs and a lower desire to eat. This is a huge benefit to the keto diet, especially in comparison to other diets in which people feel hungry and even miserable all the time. A reason why diets often do not work for people. This benefit also ties in with why people experience weight loss. A decreased appetite means decreased calories. Of course. That's some good information pertaining to this ketogenic diet. Now, benefit number 3, great amount of fat loss from abdominal cavity. Now, as many of us know, losing weight around the abdominal cavity is quite difficult. And because spot training does not mean a loss of fat in a specific area, many of us are stuck with unwanted fat around our bellies. There are 2 types of fat: visceral fat, which is fat that surrounds your organs and abdominal cavity, and subcutaneous fat, which is fat under the skin. Fat stored in excess can affect health and risk of disease. For instance, excess fat in the abdominal cavity is linked to diabetes and hyperlipidemia. Low carb diets are very effective at reducing this harmful abdominal fat. In fact, a greater proportion of the fat people lose on low carb diet seems to come from abdominal cavity. That's interesting as well. I know I do have a abdominal cavity that I need to get down, and I contribute that to the cupcakes and the bread. Although this diet, okay, number 4, triglycerides decrease drastically. I apologize, I was moving too fast. Although this diet is high in fat, ironically, triglyceride levels in the body decrease significantly. Triglycerides are fat molecules that circulate our bloodstreams. A high level of circulating triglycerides is linked to heart disease, metabolic syndromes, and diabetes. Thus, it is very beneficial to have a stabilized level to avoid disease. One of the common causes of high triglyceride levels is overconsumption of carbohydrates. Thus, when people cut out carbs, this leads to a positive decrease in triglycerides. On the other hand, low-fat diets often cause triglycerides to increase. This was supported by a study done by UC Berkeley research team. When student participants increased their carb intake and lowered their fat intake, their triglyceride levels also increased. Number 5, increased levels of good HDL cholesterol. Some of you may hear your doctors talk about good cholesterol, bad cholesterol. Well, this diet can help in that way as well. There are many different types of lipoproteins in the body. The 2 most common ones are HDL, high density lipoprotein, and LDL, low density lipoprotein. HDL oversees picking up triglycerides and returning them to the liver. In contrast, LDL picks up triglycerides from the liver to the body. Too much LDL can lead to hardening of arteries, which can lead to heart disease. One of the best ways to increase good HDL levels is to eat fat, and low-carb diets include a lot of fat. Therefore, it is unsurprising that HDL levels increase dramatically on healthy low-carb diets, while they tend to increase only moderately or even decline on the low-fat diet. Interesting. Number 6, benefit number 6 for the keto diet is reduced blood sugar levels. Keto diet, a diet low in carb, can also be particularly helpful for people with diabetes and insulin resistance, which affect millions of people worldwide. Studies prove that cutting carbs lowers both blood sugar and insulin levels drastically. Some people with diabetes